This might be one of the biggest reasons why your company can't grow. And let me give you a little hint. It's directly tied to revenue. Let's get into the video. Hey, what's up? If we've never met, my name is Jeff, and the purpose of this channel is to make sure I help you grow your contracting business, just like I've grown 2 electrical contracting businesses over the 21 years to 7-figure businesses. I'm the #1 channel for electrical contractors, and now I'm bringing that help and support to everybody, all the trades, even small businesses like yours. So if you wanted a coach that you don't have to pay for, I'm the guy. I'm gonna take you from 0 to 360 faster than anybody else can. In this video, let's talk about change orders and how it literally is killing the growth of your business. If you've been in business as long as I have, you know and I know that if you went back to the beginning, whether it's 1 year or 21 years like I have, and you added up all the free work and change orders you've done for clients over the years, I bet you could probably afford another house or at least a couple of more vans on the field, right? That's exactly the problem we're gonna be talking about now. It's when you're at the job site and the homeowner is just asking for a little bit of this and a little bit of that, or can you do me a favor? Can you just add this or can you just move that? And you know what? As contractors, even me, it's always, yeah, no problem. We wanna keep the clients happy. But honestly, I have found the solution to stop change order hacks. Now, what's a change order hack? It's a homeowner or customer that just wants to bleed you and bleed you and bleed you, because once you say yes, it's hard to say no. I'm gonna teach you how I cut it, nip it right from the beginning, but still win the customer's hearts and minds and not push him away and not make him upset or frustrated that I said no. You know, the way this works again is you're on the job site and the clients are always there, they're always hounding you, or maybe it's the GC, by the way. GCs are just as guilty for change orders, free change orders, as clients are. You can't afford to be a freebie company. You need to charge for everything. So before we begin, let's hit the freaking problem straight on in its face. Why are you not charging for work orders in the first place? What is it about work orders that makes us go, oh man, this is gonna be hard? I don't know about you, but for me, it's because you don't have a system and you don't have a procedure that you, as the owner, also has to follow. My policy is there is absolutely nothing we do for free. But Jeff, I've seen you add 0 to that invoice for changing an outlet location 3 feet. Correct. Just because I wrote 0 does not mean I didn't charge for it. What do I mean by that? I still fill out the paperwork so the client knows, okay, he did do me a favor on this one, but the next one I might not be so lucky, so I better be careful of all the little change orders I want to ask for. Now, we often want to do these change orders because we feel like, hey, I want to work for this GC for a long time. He wants 3 fixtures relocated, okay? That's a big change order. What about the inspector comes in and makes you add an arc fault breaker or makes you do something in the plumbing or the HVAC that wasn't in your original scope? Those are going to cost somebody money, labor, material. And that goes to the client or to the GC, who will then pass it on to the client. Why are you not understanding these things? Why are you not doing it? It's in your head, not theirs. Do not feel like you don't deserve it. You are a business to make money. They know it, you know it, except you have to show it, okay? Now, everybody wants to take care of customers, so obviously it's not the little change orders that kill us, although they add up. It's the ones that are significant. What do I mean by significant? For me, a significant change order is plainly like this. As an electrician, if I move an outlet box from here to here, and I already have the wire in the slack, and it's literally just banging it out, banging it in over here, we're good. But what about adding another one 3 feet away? Now I have material that I gotta pull from the truck. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some labor. But here's the thing you all don't think about. Not just being a service contractor like an electrician, plumber, or an HVAC tech, it's that you have to come back to finish the work. If this is new construction, you gotta come back and add an outlet, splice the wiring, and put a cover plate So not only did you do a free change order right then and there when it was easy, but now you have more work to do later. Oh my gosh, do you understand what I'm saying now? If you're a landscaper, you push some driveway over to make it wider, and they ask you for another foot, let's just say, of easement for the rock. Great, it's easy to push the dirt while you're there, but now you gotta come back and fill in the rock and put in the siding and whatever the heck you gotta do. You're not taking those into consideration. That's why change orders are keeping you from growing. The revenue's not there, you're paying out of pocket. Let's go to point number 2. Okay, the next thing we need to do now that we realize why we need to charge for change orders, and we understand why we haven't up till now, you have to have a system to capture it. Now here's the cool part. If you scan this QR code, it's gonna take you to a link where you can download my exact change order that I use in my company and all my technicians are required to use every single time there's a change order. This is your system. Now let's talk about how you're going to implement it and the right words you're going to use to make sure you're getting paid for every change order. Okay, first and foremost, you want to build that relationship with the customer and the GC, and I get it. Now, if you already have a relationship for many, many months or years that you've never done change orders, you need to have a sit-down heart-to-heart with your GC and let him know, hey, Bob, we've been working together for a long time, and you know things have not gotten cheaper. In fact, they've gotten to a point where our margins are diminishing. Listen, I've always done basic change orders for you for free in the past. However, I may need to start charging you for change orders. So please, if there's a change order, come and see me first or my lead technician so that we can see if there is going to be a change order and a charge to it. Now, Bob, don't worry. I'm still going to do those easy change orders at no charge for you. However, I am requiring my team to regardlessly fill out a change order form. Even if the amount is going to be 0, I need you to tell me what the change order is, what we need to do, and what it would have cost. But if we're going to charge you 0, we're going to write it down there. We're going to get a signature. This is just to have a record of what we've done and what's changed on the contract moving forward. This way your GC knows, the freebie days are over. Now, is it really gonna upset him? Hey, look, if they're just a nickel and diamond GC, let him go anyway. Let the other guy do work for free. You can't afford to do it anymore. Some of the things that you're gonna see on the change order that's very, very important is, of course, the date, the job site, the client name, and what the exact change order is. Try to be detailed as possible. Why? This could be a piece of paper eventually, if you throw in a back end like Connect Team, you can have as a record of what we normally charge. Now, that is how I sometimes sell the next change order. I might go to a house and a customer might ask me for the same exact change order. And I will say, hey, well, Mr. Smith, here's the same exact change order. You can see here we charge $4.99 for that one. However, yours is a lot more simpler. I can reduce that to $2.99. Is that something you still want to do? Boom, you've just sold it knowing that you've charged for it before. That way the customer realizes, hey, this isn't out of the norm. This is standard operating procedure for contractors, okay? So once you write that detail down, that's great. Now, what you also want to do is you want to itemize it. There's 2 ways to go. My form will let you do it one time and that's it. Or it could just be an ongoing sheet where you keep adding a few change orders. However, I always use a change order for whatever billing cycle I'm doing. So for example, if I'm billing this every Friday, then every Friday there's a change order sheet if there is any change orders, okay? So if you got 3 change orders this week, you write them on this paper, you bill it on that Friday. If you have 3 change orders you know are coming over the next 3 weeks, you do 1 per week per billing cycle. Got it? That's the way you do this so that you keep your records straight and nothing gets messed up. And of course, I throw this into my backend CRM jobber, makes it super easy. All right, let's go to tip number 3. All right, tip number 3 is always be prepared. We talked about that a little bit, but the call to action for you right now is to be prepared with change orders starting right now. I've done that for you. All you got to do is either head to the360electrician.com or just click the links down below, scan the QR code you're seeing on the screen, and I want you to download my exact change order sheet. What do I ask in return? Only one simple thing. Subscribe and follow here on this channel and on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. It's the only way you can help pay me back. I need the subscribers to show those brands what I'm doing and how our community is growing so I can bring you more free webinars, meet and greets, and all the things I do on the back end of my channel that helps you level up. I hope you got something out of this video. We'll see you guys on the next one.